Hey guys, NaturallyNellzy here today, looking a little bit undone, but basically today I'm going to be reviewing the new beauty sponge by Real Techniques, and this is the Real Techniques by Sam and Nicole Chapman Miracle Complexion sponge. This is exactly what the sponge looks like. Obviously this is not how it originally came. It was clean at one point. If you guys hear kittens screaming, they want to get in here, I need to film. So this is exactly what the sponge looks like. It is like a really nice bright orange kind of color, and then of course my foundation is on top of it. Now one thing that I do notice about this sponge is that it has a base that looks like it was basically chopped off in half, and this is actually cool. I like this for my foundation because unlike the other sponges that I use, they're more of like a rounded kind of, you know, appearance to them, but this one makes me feel like I could get everywhere, you know, the contours and everything. And that's actually what the flat edge is for. It tells you that it contours around your eyes, your nose, and the sides are more for like blending like your concealer and different things like that. So I do like the design of this sponge. As far as how it feels a little thick in texture, but it is very soft. It is definitely very soft, and this is the original size of the sponge. Obviously when you spritz it with water or you hold it underwater, it gets a lot bigger. So since I don't have a kitchen sink in my bedroom, I'm actually going to apply it with water, and this equals just as with running it under the water. Okay, so the sponge is basically I guess you could say submerged, or so this is exactly what the sponge looks like now. It's a lot bigger, obviously, as you can see, from when it was you know, solid, or from when it was dry, and it feels a lot softer. Like the texture is very, very soft, and it does feel a lot softer you know, in my hands as well. And it has like I would say it's kind of springy. Like you guys can see, like I said, it's thick in texture, so it's kind of springy, but you could definitely feel like there is some resistance in the middle of it. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to apply my favorite foundation here. You guys already said I did my eyebrows and my eyes, so I'm just going to apply this real time so you guys can see. So that's about how much I use to cover my face. As you guys can see, I'm just going to take the sponge. I'm just going to dab it in my foundation, and I'm going to start applying it all over my face. So what I'm noticing is that the flat top definitely gets more coverage than using the traditional one. Like you guys can see that this half of my face is pretty much already finished. And what I love about it is that it does contour in between the nose and everything else. So I'm just going to use more dabs to get more of my foundation on this part, just so I could cover everything. And I will be using concealer as well, but basically what I'm seeing so far, I do like the results of it. So as you guys can see, my face is definitely starting to even out. Again, ignore the cries. Kittens want to play, mommy has to work. And you guys can see it's a pretty quick process. Like I don't think a minute has even gone by, and I'm pretty much you know, finished with how I would apply everything. But so far these cats. So the next thing I'm going to do is conceal. I'm just using this. I'm going to use the portion that's like, I'm not even sure what that's shaped like, but I'm going to use that portion there just to conceal, because I am doing like a full face, and I want you guys to see exactly how it blends in makeup. And we're going to begin the concealing process. And it is still wet, or still damp I should say. So it looks like it's getting it blended in pretty nicely. Usually when I use a product, I want to, you know, use something that's not going to take a lot of time to blend. I know makeup is like an art, but you know, you want to get it on and out the door basically. So I'm applying it up here, and it seems to be, you guys can see, it seems to be blending in pretty well, and I'm not really having to do too much effort besides just a normal, you know, routine of blending in concealer and all of that. So I'm pretty much about finished blending in my concealer, and I did notice that it does take a little bit more time to blend in the concealer. So I am noticing that it seems like foundation goes in a lot better when you're blending and everything, but concealer does take a little extra, you know, I guess effort. So I'm finished blending in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'm going to come back on here and tell you guys my thoughts on this little guy right here.
Hey guys, so I'm back and this is the finished result of the makeup, and my final thoughts on the sponge, I would have to say I definitely did enjoy it. Number one, I love the fact that it has this flat top portion on the top here, mainly because I feel like this is better as far as getting into everything around those areas where you have like those, you know, like creases where like it's where your nose is and everything else. Like this definitely does a great job as far as getting in there, and I feel like it really does like mold to my skin when I use it, so I definitely did like that. So you guys can see that it's still, even though it's kind of damp but it's starting to dry, it's still pretty big, and it helps as far as speeding up the process when I'm applying my makeup and everything, because I'm the type of girl where I like to put it on and I like to go. I don't want to sit there all day. Now the next thing that I like about this one, it has to be the price. Like I was trying to go online and see exactly how much you could get this for, but they do sell on various websites where it seems like around the price could be between $5 and $6, possibly $7 might be the most. A really good price for a blending product. And if I had to compare to any of them that are out there, you guys probably know the most popular will be the Beauty Blender. And if you guys are interested, I will actually do like a demo as far as a compare and contrast like versus the two of them. If I had to rate the product as far as some things that I did notice that I didn't like too much, I did notice that it did soak up more of my foundation. It wasn't a lot. I would probably try to like take a little less as far as, you know, when applying it. That's really the only con that I could really say about that. But other than that, I think it's a great product. And honestly, I've been picking this up a lot more as opposed to my Beauty Blender, I'll be honest with you, because it's just so convenient, and I just feel like it gets, you know, the job done as far as with the size of it. So that is pretty much my thoughts on this particular product right here. I do have to wash it and see how it fares. But if you guys have used it, certainly let me know your thoughts. And I will leave all the links down below if you guys are interested in picking this up, so you guys can tell me what did you think of the actual outcome of the makeup with the demo and everything. Have you used this product? Do you think that it's better than any of the alternatives that we have out there, and all that good stuff? So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.